projectors then. And what I did is I took all the videotapes and I cut them up so and it'll say what it is. You know, here's a stance. And then it'll go to a guy in a stance. And then it might have a real game film. So this is the best thing I've ever put together. I mean, it's still my shit. You may not agree with it. But when you get done with this, you'll know exactly everything I know. Okay? Because I don't know any more that I'm going to show you on this film. If you got a question, bring it up. All right? So that's what we're going to do. And what we're going to do is we're going to start from whatever it reads up there, right? So I'll be sitting down, it'll be showing on film, then we'll have a little discussion, and we'll take it from there. Now, what I'd like to do is, if it takes me till 9:30 to do it, we'll do it. You can get up and leave any time. We would say take one break. Say sometime around 8:15, take a break. So you're going to get bored. If you're not a line coach, you might as well get the fuck out of here because you're going to hate every fucking minute of it. I'm just telling you, it's going to be the most boring shit you ever had in your life, right? So whatever. All right, here we go. We ought to close the doors because whoever comes in will be behind and whatever. All right, now let's just see what I'm doing here. All right, and we're not going to look at every. I might fast forward because if it gets boring, all right? All right, stance, butt shift, all right? What you're going to look at is the stance I teach and how we shift the butt and all those things, all right? So I'm going to try to go to the best ones, and I won't be doing a lot of this around. We'll just kind of, okay, now, we got to turn the lights down though, okay? Are they going? Lower? Just a little bit more. Just an RCH. It's a red cut here. A little bit more. All right, now too much. Down, down, down. Is that okay for everybody? Okay, all right, now let's start. Just a stance, all right? All right, now, I like a narrow base, all right? When I used to coach, I used to have them so narrow that the balls were aching. And they just said, Jim, my balls are falling off here. So what I'm saying to you is, this is my opinion. The narrower you can get, but still have turn the knees in, so you're not bowed out. You can make, and some people will disagree with me, and that's fine, right? That's why there's 28, 30 flavors. The narrower your base, the crisper steps you can take. And I let my guys get away with a wide base, and I found out they weren't blocking as good. Now you'll notice, this guy's got all his weight on his insteps. We make all our blocks off the insides of our feet. So you'll notice this guy's feet aren't perfectly straight ahead. So if he's pushing off with either foot, he's pushing off the instep, right? Okay, now you'll see the stance, right? Now, I used to teach this arm right here to go outside the knee and squeeze the knee in. You know what I mean? So that elbow isn't out there, but I don't think it really matters. I don't necessarily care what they do with that arm. I have them reach that arm out. This guy's got pretty long arms. Broken Lucina, he's a good player. I have him reach this arm out and put the fingertips on the ground. And what I'm saying is, the further you reach the arm out, the more you can pull the weight back. So the defense doesn't know if you're going to pass or run. So the arm isn't right underneath them, right? So you can see that is a fairly narrow base. They're kind of ducked here because we push off the insteps. All right, because that's where we feel the push is. All right, now watch the ass shift. All right, what we tell them is, all right, if you want to make a move with that foot right there and put all the weight, we just turn the butt slightly. That puts the majority of the weight over that knee, over that ankle, so I have very little weight, okay, on that foot. So I can move that foot, all right? The weight's over here. All right, now let's go a little further, all right? Let's say I want to move the outside foot, all right? Okay, now watch, see how he's kind of shifting his weight inside, all right? Let's go to the next guy here. All right, now this guy here, he couldn't get in a narrower base, so this is fine. As long as his knees are kind of knocked. There's your power angles, you with me? All right, he's got more weight outside, all right? All right, he's got his arms stretched out, his weight's on his insteps, okay? Let's take a look at it. All right, now here's a good one right here. There's the weight shifted inside. You see how his booty shifted inside? He can push off that foot and move that foot, okay? So, see how he's got the arm reached out? Whatever, all right? Now let's go to a center stance, all right? Now our center is short, about 6'1", our quarterback's 6'5". So let's go with what we think a center should be if he's flexible. Look how narrow his base is, all right? But he's not awkward, right? So our quarterback can get up underneath him. He's still got knee bend. He can still get the ball out in front of him, right? So when you put your center's base too wide, it puts him too low. This is a natural base for for the center. He's got the ball stretched out. See, I take these guys out in the field and make them do shit. And they do what's on that thing, and we video them because they don't allow me to go out with them for whatever reason, because it takes away from mini camps. All right, now, stance, right? All right, let's go to the next thing now. Let's go over levels, all right? I gotta find my, let's go to, all right, now. Where do you line up? On the ball, off the ball, all that stuff, right? Now, there's 4 levels that I've fooled with over the years, but I don't make it too complicated. I watched the Green Bay Packers, probably the best team in football, maybe Denver was this year, but they are bad. They are way off the ball for whatever reason. Sometimes you can be on the ball, sometimes off, sometimes way back. There's another, and you don't have to use all these levels, but maybe it'll give you an idea, right? So levels, where you line up, all right? So we'll give you an example, all right? This is the guard and tackle coming up to the ball, all right? Fingertips on the heels of the center. You see that? That's back. That is actually legal. As long as you graze the waist of the center right about there, you can be that far off the ball in our league, all right? So let's say you're playing a slanting team, you want to go in and scoop on the next guy, you got a wide rusher, whatever the reason, that is as far back as we'll allow off the ball. But the aiming point is the fingertips on the center's toes, right? I'm sorry, center's heels, that's back, right? All right, let's go to the next point. And I always make them walk up to the ball. All right, now that's on the ball. Take a look at it. On. They say we're on, I'm on, we're both on, who knows? You can crowd that ball, that near tip, and they won't even call that right there. Even though you're not supposed to be past that edge right there, that's on the ball. All right, when would you want to be on the ball? You want to take on a guy short? Let's say you're going to double team with the center. If you knew you were going to double team with the center, the left guard's better getting close up on the ball, because the center is always on the ball. If these two guys, if they were going to double team, it's easier for a pulling guard on the other side to come across and trap somebody. Whatever the reason is, that is on the ball, okay? And these guys can do this shit. It isn't like fucking, fucking calculus. You just say, get on the ball a little further, right? So we've seen back, right? Now let's go to the next level, right? If you don't know where to line up, fingertips on the center's toes, right? That's off the ball. That's probably an area, if you don't know where to line up, boom, all right? So we've got on, off, or back, all right? All right, now, let's do it again. There's another group. All right, now, let's see how smart you guys are. What level is that? On the ball. Very good, all right? All right, let's go to another one, all right? What's that level? Off the ball. Fingertips on the center's toes, right? All right, now, back, okay? This is where Green Bay lines up. Maybe a little further, and they play the whole game like that, okay? And you talk to their line coach, and he'll tell you why, whatever, okay? Now, all right, now, let me show you. This is the old days of the Bengals. See when I said the best I've ever done? I had to go back fucking years to find this shit. All right, now you see this here? Their helmets are on the shoulder of the center. I used to say when you don't know where to line up, that's where you line up. Take a look at it. Because it's not way on, it's not way off. I've kind of disbanded that area. That's semi, okay? So let's go back real quick, right? Just in review, and this shit may, there's on the ball, right? We discussed that one, right? There's off the ball. We know where back is, and then there's back, right? We got all that stuff. And that was an area where we had semi, okay? You figure out why you want to be there, right? One guy doesn't have to be, they both don't have to be at the same level, all right? Questions? Good. All right, now let's go to the next thing. This is 1970 film, right? For whatever reason, I'm just showing that this guy's further up than that guy, okay? And for, let's say we're running a stunt. This is a tackle end game, a tackle end. This guard's up on the ball, he's back. It's easier for the tackle to switch it. He's off the ball. He's up on, he's back off. These are levels, all right? I gotta go quickly. All right, now this is an end tackle stunt. This guard's a little more vulnerable here to get picked. If he's back and he's up, these are some problems. All right? Okay, now here's an example of them, whatever. See, I'm getting picked. I'm trying to show that if you're having a trouble with an end tackle stunt, for whatever reason, your guard may end up being too close and he may be back too far. Okay? So just kind of talking about, now they're both at the same level. All right? Whatever. Okay, let's just move on. Okay? All right, splits. Here's how we adjust our splits. Whether you pre-shift, whether you get up and shift or you get up, whatever. This is the way we do it, okay? And I have not done a good job. I've known this for 20 years and I haven't done a good job of it, all right? But I'm trying to do a better job of it. We all come up and we try to take a 2-foot split, okay? So we get spacing. Then I tell the guards, whoever you're going to work with, move next to. Okay? So if you move in next to the center, you're going to work with them, but they don't know if it's a front side double team or a backside zone block. Have I lost anybody there? You'll say, well, fuck, we know what you're doing. Well, you don't know if I'm double teaming on the onside or I'm zone blocking on the offside. Okay? So let's show the basic splits, right? So we'll come up to the line like this, and we will take whatever that split is, right? Say that's a 2-foot split, whether it is or isn't, right? That's our splits, right? Here they come. 2-foot split. All right? Left-handed stance. All right, now, watch this. Here's how, get the spacing so you don't shrink the hole. All right, now see what he did? He let him get his spacing. He moved down. Okay? We still have the same amount of space. You don't know if he's going to double team on the nose and we're going to go over here, or he's going to zone block him, we're going over there. Okay? So you can talk about splits all your life, but the way to do it is to move the guard. Because if you move the tackle down next to the guard, everything is tight. You have no running lanes. Okay? All right, now let's take a look at it again. He's coming up to the line. All right? He lets him get his spacing. Okay? All right, there he goes. He moved in. All right? Now let's see when he does it the other way. Okay? Gets up, gets his spacing, he moved out. All right? Now, you don't know if they're on a backside zone block on a 3 technique or a front side double team on a 3 technique. But what he did is he got closer to this guy, okay? Or a front side zone block, okay? There he goes, okay? Is there any questions on your splitting? How we teach the splitting, okay?
Jim, how does moving the guard help that ET stunt?
Moving the guard would help the ET stunt. If you do an ET stunt, the guard would get closer to the E that's coming into him. That's got nothing to do with the levels, though, right? Okay. All right, now let's go. The very best drill that I do, if you said, give me one drill, blocking, fucking sticking your face in, killing people, this next drill is the best drill I do. All I emphasize, sometimes, you look at my film and say, well, shit, see, this is all good shit for coaches that don't know anything else but coaching. You see what I mean? Whether the players do all these things or not, you get off on it. This is your shit, you know what I mean? Fuck it. I mean, you maybe tell me something, I look at your film and I say you're full of shit, you know what I mean? But you like it. This is my best stuff. What we emphasize is a wide base. Everything we do is a wide base. So I make them operate forward, backward, sideways with exaggerated weight on their insteps, with a bent knee, just like you're a linebacker in a breakdown position. But we do this thing so much, you'll see us hit a sled. As soon as they hit something, the feet spread wide, all right? This is just an attitude. And I call it the duck. I got this from Ernie Swallow, the demeanor, okay? And we're on our insteps with body control. So we're not going to watch all of these, but we'll get into a couple of them here. All right, now, this is back at the Bengals, all right? You'll see the knees are kind of in. The weight is on the insteps. You got a base, all right? Here's a demeanor, all right? An attitude of what, as you're blocking, okay? We'll let them move here a little bit, but that knock-knee power angle instep is the deal. All right, now here's a guy. All right, now what we do is we get him in a football position. I like to have his hands even higher than that. I tell him to move his feet. Right, now I move him laterally. Right, and when I move him laterally, I actually watch how close his feet move. I don't know how well this guy will do, but you see his feet aren't too bad. You see short steps. Now watch, not a little too big, but watch the attitude of the knee bend. The knee bend, now watch when he goes backwards. Body control. You see the base? Now watch when he comes forward. When he comes forward, what he doesn't do is cross over. He stays on that demeanor, but he's going full speed now. It isn't one of those slow, waste time type waddle drills, right? All right? And we do this over and over and over again and again. This is so laterally would be like pass blocking. Forward and backwards would be body control that you would use. All right, now watch it. Watch when he comes forward. All right? Okay? See, everything, high hands, the hands are high, all right? Just a wave drill, all right? All of them, all right? Boom. Base, 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 right? Now here's a little bit later. Now watch the base here. See it? Okay. Now this guy's got a good base here. We won't watch it. Now his feet are short. I like it. Not a lot of wasted right now. All right? There you go. Boom, boom, boom. All right. You hit a guy, you'll be lower, but that's how wide your feet. That's Bernard Daphne. Okay.
You just have them shake their hands at one time, going side to side.
Side to side. They should be moving their hands. This guy's not, but let's see if this guy does. Okay? Move. There you go. Yeah, well, they can move them faster, I guess. But anyway, let me freeze that here. Is there any questions on that thing? Now, let me put on this thing. This fucking wearing me out here. I hate to. I don't like these things here. We're going to go for 3 hours like this. You see what I mean? So if you got to leave, go now. You're going to be bored as shit now. I ain't going to stop, right? All right? I don't want it in my pocket. It fucks me up. All right. Now, let me just go to, I'm not going to keep changing this stuff here. No, I'm going to leave this for a minute. Okay. I'm going to change. All right. Now, is there any questions about this drill? Anybody got a question why I use it? It's question.
How much arm pump do you want to see on the forward, backwards?
Just like this. How much more can he do? Well, I'm serious. He's moving his hands, right? Hands high. Okay. All right, now, watch this. Now, after I've got through wearing them out, this is me as the coach. That's not me doing this drill. You know, I do it with all of them. Then I say, okay, partner demeanor. All right, now, then I have them do it as a partner. And I says, now make it quicker. All right? You see them here, forward, backward. Then I have the guy attack them. And I tell the blocker, put one run and one pass block on. It's just kind of a forearm drill, a warm-up drill, whatever, right? So this is the partner demeanor. This is after they get one run and they get one pass, right? But notice that everything is with the base, right? So he'll get hands are moving, all right? He's got lateral movement, all right? He's got a wide base going backwards. Pump the arm, boom, all right? So they go from the wide base, forwards, backwards, whatever, and they keep the base on, right? All right, now here's a kid, Paul Janis here. I think his coach is here. Now, what he's doing is, we're working a little power step drill here, a little kick step drill, but the same thing, watch his base. Now, this is just a rookie, I had him for a day, all right? Look at how he keeps his base. We never run a narrow base, okay? Back and forth and over and under and fuck it. They're tired, right? Okay, any questions on the demeanor or the partner demeanor? Balance, body control, wide base curve. You don't need the boards, okay? Because it's that attitude of the bent knee, arch back, and they do it all the time, okay? All right, now let's go to the next thing here. All right, 1837, 34, all right, here we go. All right, now here's an example of a duck, right? All right, now for whatever reason, watch the left tackle, all right? You see the base he's got? See how he kind of waddles into the block, the left tackle? All right, let me fast forward. Let's watch, let's say, the center. All right, watch the center come off the ball. See, he maybe got a little narrow at the end there, but as he hits, he's got a pretty wide base. All right, let's go to the next thing here. All right, I want to go to 1837, 34. All right, now, let's go to that same thing Pat Morris talked about, all right? The Crowder thing, all right? You're teaching junior high kids, you're teaching pro guys for the first couple, 3 days, the 2-point wrist strike. We've all seen this. This is just the balance, the body control of the wrist coming up. Here, I'll try to go to a pretty good guy. Boom, okay? You always shoot the off arm. How to whip the arm, okay? Any questions on that? Here's a couple of them doing it, all right? All right, let's go to now we're up to the flipper or the forearm, right? Just a 2-point forearm. Shooting the off arm, rolling the hips. Boom, okay? So this is the same, there it is. Boom. Peter the pad, Saturday night at the sorority house. How do you use your hips? How do you use your forearms? Okay? Okay, any questions on that? Okay, let's go to the 1838. I got to get to the right time code, so I got this thing all time coded. All right, let's go 6-point shoulder flipper lift. Now you're on your knees. Boom. Shoot the off arm. Using your inside arm, outside arm, whatever, right? Boom. 6-point, okay? Questions on that? Boom, okay? All right, let's go to the next drill we do. All right, 3-point lunge extension. All right, now, just coming off like, boom. Okay, hips. Watch the knees go down. When you strike a blow, when you step, let's say he were to just step with his left or his right foot, the next step comes like that. My point is, on the best contact, the upper body goes first. Pretend he's already taken a step. That's when your best blocks are. You take a step and you lunge. You uncoil. Your feet follow. Now pretend he's already taken a step. This is the contact phase of it. Okay? Okay, this is a 3-point lunge extension, okay? Okay, let's go to the next guy. Or the next deal. I'm not going to spend all day on every. All right, now. All right, here's a good one. This guy is 3-point lunge and drive. Now we're not even stepping, all right? So now we've done all those. Here's the center. Boom, lunge. He's a little hot. Now watch right there. Remember what Pat said? Dip down, get another bite. Now you see the base? See this guy's base? You notice the base? He's done so much of that duck stuff. Because he's a duck. He's got down. Now watch the left tackle. Now I went to a college film and I had all this shit time coded in it. Watch the left tackle. Did he step? Did he step? Did he step? He lunged. So for whatever reason, this thing will not stay here. I'm not doing anything crazy. So there's an example of, not that you have to apply every drill to every situation. There's the left tackle, Jonathan Ogden, from a UCLA film, using the flipper and the lunge on a double team. Okay? All right, here it is again. Came off again, Bob. All right, now take a look. Lunge, drive. Oh, there's the dip and get another bite. So if you guys think that you don't block like this, watch what it does to you. It makes you dip down and get another bite on it. Watch the lunge. All right, now here's kind of what really happens in the game, right? Let's say this guy's going to stay step with his right foot. Now, watch, he steps with his right foot, and then what does he do? He lunges. You guys fucking stupid or what? I mean, he steps and he lunges, right? He doesn't step and step. As soon as he feels he's close enough to the guy, he steps, and then the upper body goes first, right? It's not great, but that's how much we emphasize the base. Now here's a guy, he stepped with his outside foot, and actually he made contact almost simultaneously with his second step. Dip and get another bite. That's a little high. All right, now, boom, there it is. Now that right foot could be a drop step, it could be a settle step, it could be a back step, it could be a lead step, but he's taking one step and he's uncoiling. Pump the off arm. Dip and get another bite. All right, now here's a good one. Boom! This is what we do a lot with the center. Let's say the center's got a double team somebody. When we take a little drop step, we get better surge. We get more movement because it lowers your center of gravity. Everybody says, well, the way he keeps blocking, Jim, you never fire out. Well, when you do whatever he's doing with that little right foot, it lowers his ass so much he gets a better explosion. The timing is better. But this is just an example of a one-step explosion. All right? There it is. Dip and get another bite. Reset yourself. Okay? All right, now two-step. All right? Watch this guy right here now, okay? He's going to take a step with his left, right. Now watch. Left, right. Now notice his feet. They're on the ground. One, boom. A little high, right? Dip down and get another bite. Okay? All right, now blocking linebackers. Now you put them off the thing, right? And the only thing I do a little different than San Fran, before we hit it, we kind of gather our... Watch his duck. Watch his face. A little more forearm, okay. See how he kind of gathers himself? This is balance, body control. boom. Look at the base. We actually measure people when we block them. If it's a close quarter play, you know, that's an inside zone play. You know, not a wide play where we've got to run like them to get the guy. Okay. So if you can hit this thing, you can, all right, now. That was kind of a run progression just to teach blocking versus that sled. Did you already heard a discussion? You're just another look at it from another coach. If you don't have this thing and you want to teach the fundamentals of blocking without that thing, then this is what we used to do, right? Well, we used to stick our head in, which we still do, but you don't, what I'm saying is now you want to front up the guy. We try to teach how we whip the arms. We call it a thumb lift. So this is like on a sled. All right, now watch this. Now, this is how, what you just saw is if you made contact with your shoulders and forearms. This is if we're sticking the front end, the face in, the whipping the arm. This is how I coach the arms to whip. I call it a thumb lift. The arms come back slightly and we lift right underneath those pads and we hold. But we don't push out with the hands like this. Now the Houston Oilers, Mike Munchak does a hell of it. They just come off and their arms go straight out. I like a little timing because we take little steps before we hit. So I like just a little bitty arm whip, right? So this is how we teach the drive block without using the shoulder forearm, okay? So take a look at it. See the hip, it's the same theory, only without using the shoulder and forearms. Okay? Watch it, boom. See the arms are just a slight little whip, okay? Now, so what I'm saying is, that's the most power, the most leverage, the elbows in, okay? The thumbs up. Okay, now how would you teach this if you wanted to teach it another way, all right? You didn't have a sled. Watch the second guy in, all right? Now watch him just lunge, all right? You're just trying to teach the basics. See him? Boom. That's Bruce Kazerski, all right? Gonna help it. Just watch him, all right? Boom, all right? All right, boom, all right? You're teaching the same thing as you would with the shoulder. All right? All right, now here's him kind of executing that kind of block. You know, he's not really stepping, all right? Whether it was he's flinching a little, turning it, but what I'm saying is he just came off the ball. All right, now, lunge and drive, same kind of premise, all right? Just teaching the basics of bringing your feet with you, the uncoil, watch it, boom. Okay? They're just a little high. Just try to teach them lunge. Watch him here. Boom. Bring in the feet. Just basic. Now, step, lunge, and drive. Kind of a one-step thing. All right? So he stepped, he uncoiled, and he drove. Okay? Here, whether you take a back step, front step, rolling the hips, whatever. All right? All right, now blocking linebacker, the same thing, all right? You're off the ball, boom. So just kind of a basic fundamental drill, all right? All right, any questions? So what we just covered is the stance, the levels, the splits, the duck demeanor, the crowded progression, and just a one-on-one teaching how to fire out, bring your hips at center. Any questions on that? All right, beautiful. So if you don't have one of those sleds, it's probably sitting in your backyard somewhere. All right, now, the next most important thing I think that I do not stress, and I used to stress in college, and Mike Mazur made me aware of it, if you're starting new, if you can change anything, have a whistle on the field, but just have one whistle. Your lineman will block better, and even say, oh, well, fuck, we don't like whistles. Every time I blow the whistle, the whole team stops. My point is, from the snap of the ball till the play's over, it's called the interval. The ball is snapped, the play's over, you blow the whistle, they'll block harder. They'll practice harder. I learned that from Errol Parsegian at Notre Dame. They call that the interval period, all right? If you've never done it, try it. Offensively and defensively. It's better if just, say, the head coach had the whistle. I forget to do it in my drills because I put the whistle in my mouth and I blow the son of a bitch and everybody on the field stops. All right. Now, basically, all right, this is the same thing. Right now we're talking about blocking now, okay? The things we just looked at were how to bring your hips, how to use your shoulders, how to come off. Now this is actual blocking. So we don't need to go through this again. If we're going to fire out and stick our bow on there, we're going to do that same block that you just did right now. Okay, now take a look at this. We're going to run a play, okay, that's going to go right up the middle, okay? It's going to go maybe right over the guard. It's not a zone stretch play, okay? So just say you got 3 technique on the right shoulder of the guard. You're running a dive right over the right guard, okay? Or let's say you got a 3 technique over the right guard and you're giving the ball to the tailback, but you're asking them to run right up the middle. It's not a stretching type play, right? So what we call a drop and pop. What we say is most of our actions are 1 foot drops a little bit. Our whole blocking premise is crossover steps. I want to see how fast I can get my second step on the ground. My first step needs to go quickly, but I'm looking at the second step, all right? So whatever I do on the second step, getting it down, I call that pop, all right? So we're going to tight drop and pop. You'll get the picture here, right? All right, now let me show you. All right, now this, for example, is a left guard, okay? We're going to run right up the middle here, or right up here, or a dive right there, right? Well, I want to find a way to block him where I don't constrict the hole. He'll pick that foot up, but this foot will be real tight, right? We're going to run, boom, right up in here, right? Okay, now watch it. Now see, everybody says, well, Jim, when you drop step, they don't fire out. Well, that's bullshit. His upper body's going forward. All you're doing is losing 2 inches of ground. You're lowering your center of gravity, and your upper body surges harder than it does when you step forward, because when you step forward, you're on a tightrope. Okay? So what I'm saying is, if we were going to run a zone block off tackle, he'd have wider head position. So this is what we do, dive left, this guy's got a 3 technique, right? Or maybe it's a play right over, or this is the left tackle and the ball's going right up here, right? You don't have to step with that foot. See the tight landmark? Now notice the duck, all right? All right, let's watch it again, all right? Well, look at the duck here. I'm not behind him yelling at him to keep that base, okay? All right? All right, now, this would be the same situation now that you're a guard, the guy set up with you. See what he did with that foot? He just picked it up and put it down. He just picked it up and put it, because I said everything's off the second step. How fast can you get your second? We're running a dive left over the left guard. We're running right up the middle over the left guard. All right? We make most of our adjustments off our outside foot. To the V pitches, now if I know he was going to slant, I'd come off this foot. But when you always step off your inside foot, you shrink the hole. Okay? Now let's say the guy's head up with you, all right? I'm changing subjects on you. But you've got an inside zone play. I'm the left guard. I've got a man on me, okay? This is the exact, I'm the left guard. I got a man right head up with me. We're running the inside zone play. The ball is running between the guard tackle area. It's not a stretch play, it's a belly. So it's a play that looks like this. This is what we do right here. We call it move it and pop, all right? All right. Well, now this is let's say this right here is this is the right guard. He's got a 2 technique on it, okay? The center might be working with him. The ball's running right here, all right? Not stretch. I'm looking for the second step, okay? All right, this is the left guard, 2 technique on, inside zone play. This is the left tackle, inside zone play, 4 technique on. All right, there it is right there. All right, this is the left guard, okay? We're running a belly play. It's going to run right here. Might cut back. Center's working with it, all right? Move it, pop it. That foot goes slightly inside there. I got outside head, but my shoulders are square now. Square, because he's square. I'm getting this out of the way to see how fast I can get that down. Questions? Okay? Same thing here now. Boom. All right. A little high. All right, now, this next point is I've got the inside zone play going, but I got a guy on my outside shoulder. He's not head up with me. So I'm going to block him on the angle, which means I'm going to drop my outside foot a little bit, and my inside foot's going to come slightly inside of his inside foot. I'm going to block him on the angle. He's on the angle, I'm going to block him on the angle, because if I keep my shoulders too square, it shrinks the hole. If I lost anybody, stop me anytime. This is too good of stuff to have you confused, all right? All right, so drop and pop on the angle versus an outside shade, all right? Strong inside hand, all right? So let's watch it, okay? All right, now, this is, say this guy's outside, this is the right guard, all right? He's going to block him on the angle he's on, all right? That's not a very good example. All right, here it is. That's, say, the right guard, all right? He's going to block him. You see the angle? I'm blocking him on an angle. That's the strongest way to move the guy that is lined up on the angle. I'm going to block him on the angle he's on, which is this angle. Okay? This is the boom. Okay? See where that second step goes? Drop it. Remember, if I step over, move it. If I drop it, it's called drop it and pop it. I want to block him on the angle, all right? Left tackle, inside zone play. Of course, all right, now here it is. He's going to block him on the angle, all right? Pretend he's on his outside, boom. See how he's on an angle? All right? Watch the center. Drop it, pop it. You have to lose a little ground to get your hips through. There it is. That second step might come a little further. That guy's on that angle. He's going to move with me. He didn't move at all. All right? Block him on the angle. There it is. Watch the second step. That's better. Okay, now, let's move on here now where I can get you some 1847-57. All right. All right, now here's the drill here. We're blocking them on the angle. All right, there's that 3 technique. On my, boom. Look at it. That's the best way to move a guy that's out there. Because when you lose a little ground, you can open your hips. And if he's across the line, you just drive him. But you can block him. If you're too square on him, he'll come across and the back has to cut back. Okay? This is the right tackle blocking the guy on the angle. Thumb lift, whip the arms. Okay?
Aiming points.
Aiming point is slight outside head position. Alrighty, I gotta find what I got here. 1847-57. Alright, here we go. Now, let's watch it in action. Alright? Most of the time it'll be this left guard, who's an excellent run blocker. Matt Elliott, he's now with the Falcons here. But anyway, we really like this guy's run blocking. Alright, now, he's going to execute on the inside zone play where this guy's got the will. We're running over here, not the stretch, the off tackle play, the drop it and pop it. Alright? Now, what happened was the guy came into him, right? So he didn't have to stay on the angle anymore. But we'll just let him go here. We'll get some good ones, all right? There he is. He's blocking him on the angle. See the drop step? See the second step? Watch how he gets it down. Watch how fast he gets it down. Now, you know what makes that guy move? The back. And this guy going out there makes him move. Left guard. He's blocking him on the angle. Just turn him out. Left guard again. 3 technique. Look at that. Strong inside arm. Look at that drop step. Boom. Left guard again. There he is. Now he really replaced his head. Step a little farther, but he got a little better head position. You got to lose ground to get your head over there. He's got good leverage. Left guard again. Second step down. Here's a drop. Here's a drop. Left guard again. We've got a lot of reps in here because this guy was good at doing it. There, now he's got the idea of the head position. Watch the second step. Bang. Get it on the ground. Watch him redirect himself. You know that drill they were talking today? How the guy redirects? Okay, here's another one. Block him on the angle. Block him on the... All right, now, the reason you took that little drop step is to open your hips so you can get on the angle. But what if the guy pinches? All right? Well, let's watch. The same guy. Boom. Because he lost a little ground, he can redirect. Same guy. Same guy. All right, now, any questions on, we're running the inside zone play. The guy's head up with the right guard. We move the step sideways and go forward. The guy's on my outside shoulder. I take a little drop step and block him on the angle. Now, is there anybody that out there can repeat it again? I don't care, because however you do it, if you do it successfully and you coach it well, you'll get it done. But everybody tells me when you drop step, you go backwards, you don't have any power. I tell them all they're full of shit. Because when you take a little step, you lower your ass. That's the only thing I argue through the whole thing. That because the guys don't know how to coach that little drop step, they think you take your whole, you go forward, you go just as hard before, you open your hips ahead. All right, now, this is what we do on the outside zone play. The play that the back runs for the inside leg of the tight end. So now, the problem that, say, a guard or a tackle has, you want to go further. You want to put your foot to crotch. But what happens is you're going to square your shoulders too much. I got a play going for the inside leg of the tight end. So therefore what happens is that I keep my shoulders too square. So here's what we had to do to teach this block. Foot to crotch. Now watch, this is Scrapper. He takes a deeper drop, foot to crotch, and now watch what he does. Now he doesn't stick the head in. The inside hand's to the chest, the outside hand knocks the pad back. That's what we call the trap block. Okay, say this is the left tackle. Foot to crotch, now it's all hands. Now you're not trying to stick the head in. You're not trying to stick the shoulders in because it's a wider play. You're still trying to get movement, but you're not trying to get your head as much mired in. Okay? Okay? Boom. So we use the hands to push. Okay? All right, now what happens is you put two hands, but then the guy grabs your outside shoulder. So now you've got to take pressure off the outside by pulling your outside arm back. That's what will allow you to keep the head position. Free up your outside arm. Okay? Any questions about what we're calling the track block, all right? All right, it's foot. All right, now let's watch a track block. Let's say this is the right guard, right? He's on a track. Deeper drop, foot to crotch, lift with the hands. Right guard. Got to go quickly, got a lot to cover here. Right guard again. This is the stretch play, right? Now once he gets going too far, you can twist him right into the ground. But he's not trying to stick his head in. All right, let's see who we got. Right guard. Track. Right guard again. There's the track. Foot to crotch. Lift with the arms. Probably the right guard again. There it is. Pull your right arm off now. See how they want to keep their shoulders square? Pull it off. Right guard again. Now we came back underneath them. Watch him ass block him here. Watch his second step though. Bang, bang. Right? Let's see, left guard. All right, he's on the track. Crossed over too far. Lifting with the hands though. Keeps your head position. Widens the defense. Left guard here. Track block. Boom. I try not to teach it as a rip. It almost looks like a rip. All right, now watch him replace his head. See his shoulders are square? Watch him go to the rip. To keep his head positioned so he doesn't shrink the hole. Okay, now, if you've got to block a wider guy, you've got to drop deeper. This guy's way out here, you've got to lose more ground. Okay? Like this guy's way out. He's got to drop that foot further to get, if you step right at him, he'll come right around you make the play. So the wider the guy, the deeper the step. Okay? Any questions on that one right there? Okay, let me go a little bit further here now. 18, 51, 45. Okay, jump turn, all right? Now these are just jump blocks, all right? Watch the center, right? A lot of time the nose guard will mire right into you, all right? So you can jump him. Now there's coaching points in this thing, but you kind of drop step and twist them, whatever, but there's a place for the center to jump the guy. Okay? Watch the right guard. He's got inside position on his guy, right? This center and right guard, we could zone this thing, but he can get through and get him so he can jump him. Watch the center here. This is Derek Brills here for the Bengals. Okay? See, he kind of drops steps and his hips go first. I think this would be a center. They're off sides here. But you can see that if any time a guy mires into you, all right, or he's tight to you, you can jump him. I think really the left tackle in the center, all right? Let's go to the next thing here. That was a jump turn thing that we called it. Okay? Now let's go to down blocking. All right? Well, we're talking a little bit of down blocking, all right? All right, now, we run a play that we call G. That's that play that Paul called blast call, or blast. All right, watch the left tackle, all right? If we think this guy right here is going to pinch, is not going to pinch, he'll take a little step with his inside foot, and then he'll push with his hands. Watch it. Okay? Boom. And the guy ended up there, and he puts his helmet right on the near pack, and he blocks it. Okay? Let's get to some more things. All right, now, watch this. All right? 1, 2. Watch the second step. 1, 2. He actually clamps him with the back of his left pad. This guy's a little softer in his stance. Everything's the second step. This is our G play. We go for outside. See this guy widen the guy? See how he widens him? That makes that guy widen. Makes a bigger hole. Okay, now off versus an offset nose. Sometimes there's offset nose guards, and they might be flexed a little bit. Watch the second step. 1, 2, get it on the ground. 1, 2, get it on the ground. If the guy was closer to him, he'd bust him. But everything's the second step. Okay, cross shoulder reverse. That thing everybody else was talking about. A little drop, point step, cross shoulder, reverse, leg whip. Very effective block. Okay? All right? Boom. We used to do a lot with Anthony Munoz. He just kind of pivots off that foot. And you get a high button, boom. Head across the bow, okay? Got a million of them. All right, now, here it is, right here. Watch the right guard against the tilted nose, head across, leg whip. Watch it. Okay, here it is again. Watch, let's see this right guard. He's ducking his head a little too much. But watch the legs. Watch the leg whip. All right, left tackle. This guy's way inside here. Boom. Head across. Okay, here it is. Now, you see, when this guy puts his helmet across and kills the guy, kills the center too. So this would be an example of a play that when we block down and we pull this guy around, if this center knows he's going to do that technique that way, we'll take the center and skate him around. He'll just shuffle and come around. Other than that, he gets killed. Watch the center get killed. Outside head position. Widen the hole. Okay, shoulder forearm blocks. We've already talked about that. You know, now, when we emphasize the shoulder thing that we saw earlier, we emphasize the strain. You see that strain? Don't stay mired in the block. You're working your forearms. Get that thing away. That'll get your eyes up. That'll get you pushing the guy. Don't mire into the block. Strain everything away from you. All right? So when would we use a shoulder forearm block, right? All right, flipper demeanor. Same thing. When you're using your shoulder forearm, you're still with the base. Everything is the base, all right? All right, now here's an example, all right? When would you use your inside shoulder, all right? This is the right tackle. There's a guy on his inside eye, okay? Right tackle, guy on his inside eye. The right guard zone blocking with him on an inside zone play. This is the right guard. He's got a guy on his inside eye. The center's working with him on an inside zone play. This is the center. He's got a backside nose. A guy's working with him. All right, watch. He picks that foot up, puts it down. Boom. Here comes the next guy zone blocking. But it's a power zone. It's not a slipping zone block. Are you with me? All right, pump the off arm, right? Okay? Any question? This would be the right tackle. The right guard's working with him, but he's in a 4-eye. Everything is 1-2. 1-2. Pump the off arm. All right? Same thing with the center. You got a shaded nose back door. Shoulder forearm blow, all right? Okay. This is the left tackle. He's got a guy on his inside eye. Okay? Now here's Anthony Munoz doing this at training camp. Guy's in an inside eye. He's the left tackle. Guard's coming with him. Boom. Get that arm off. Get it off right now. Pump it right now. All right, here it is right now. Okay? When would I use my boom? They're zoning on the inside zone. That guy's on the inside eye, or he slants to the inside eye. Be a case where I would use my inside shoulder and forearm. Okay? All right, so this is the left guard. All right, there's a 1 technique with a 4-3 defense. Here's the center, middle backer. We're running an inside zone play. Here comes the center with him. Pump the off arm. Body just like on the sled. Boom. Left tackle. Okay? Watch over here. We used to take big splits here. Right now. Left tackle. Boom. All right? Flipper. He didn't have much to hit, but pretend he was a little tighter to him. He can hit with that shoulder forearm. Okay? All right, now, when would you use the outside shoulder and forearm? When you're double teaming with the guy next to you. Example, on the right tackle and the tight end and I are working together. A double team, right? Does everybody understand when you use your inside shoulder? We just showed that, right? Now, how would you use your outside shoulder, right? All right, same thing. Now, this is the left tackle. He's double teaming with the tight end that's coming down. But I got any run through. All right? So, one little step. Remember, upper body goes first. Body control, pump the off arm. Boom, 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 right? This is the right tackle. He's double teaming. The guy's coming down. Shoulder forearm blocking, all right? This is the center on the nose guard. We're double teaming down. Okay? All right, this is the right tackle again. Okay, got a guy on his outside shoulder. We're double teaming. Boom. Little step in case he pinches or for timing. Second step, get it down. Get it down on the ground. Wide base, duck demeanor. Pump the off arm. All right, center, double teaming the nose on the ISO draw. You know, you're double teaming the nose guard that's shaded. He'll pick that foot up, put it down. Boom. Okay? All right, let's see if we got someone at you. Right tackle. Boom. Right shoulder forearm. All right, now, he should come off a little sooner. I think he gets crinkled here. But there's a good example of the timing of little step, shoulder forearm. Okay, now, how about when the center uses it, all right? Center's got a head-up nose guard, inside zone play. All right, now, the center's got to block the nose guard on the angle, even though he's head up with him. Because the ball is going wider than the center area. Are you with me? I've got a center, he's got a nose guard. We're running off tackle. Now he blocks on the angle. If he blocked too square, the nose would get away from him. I got to drop and block on the angle. Watch him lose a little ground. Don't use the front side arm, the nose will grab you. You'll shrink the hole. All right, here's the center using a forearm blow versus a head-up nose. Now it ends up putting 2 hands on him because the nose comes to him. All right, let's watch the center here. Head up, no. See, he's using this left forearm. The right arm is there, but he's using that He's blocking them on the angle. He's taking a drop step. He's blocking them. Watch the center here. All right? See him block them on the angle? Or watch this right here. Wasn't perfect, but remember that inside, the inside flipper? Second step on the ground, everything is with the outside foot, boom, boom. Okay? Take 2. We've got 9 more to go. Okay, now I'm going to go kind of quick here now because I want to get into the pass protection stuff. All right, individual backside run blocks, all right? We talked about some front side stuff. We covered the trap block, the block them on the angle, the duck demeanor, get the second step down, all that good stuff. All right, backside run blocks, all right? Now let me show you a hard block here. All right, backside guard versus a one technique on inside zone. You're running off tackle. The backside guard's got a guy on his inside eye. How does he block? Good question. Okay? All right, I'll show you what this is. All right, that guy right there, I'm the left guard. The center's got to work up on the mic. That guy right there, if you go too far inside, my point is if you go too far inside, you'll flatten you out. If you go too square, you'll be in the hole. What I'm saying, you've got to be able to drive this guy almost like you're on the front side. That's why it's better to run to the one technique. When you run to the 3 technique, you got no double teams. The guard's got to block the 3, the center, the Mikeys. When you run to the 1, the center and guard can double the 1, and the back guard and tackle can double the 3. You get more movement running to the 1 and the 3, blah, blah, blah. So, how do you block that son of a bitch, right? All right, now, I'm going to have a surprise here for Coach Marshall here in a minute. All right, now, so he takes a drop, and he sticks his head there and drives. This guy's almost trying to quit. Drive that son of a bitch, and if the ball cuts behind you, fine. All right? Now watch this, Coach. There's a one technique. There's a kid named Steve McKinney. Now, whatever he does, he didn't try to jump in this hole. He just tried to drive him on that angle, and whatever he ended up doing worked. But there's a hard block. So if I had my druthers, I'd rather run to the 1, because when you run to the 3, you got no double teams. Unless you're folded. Okay, now, let's go to the next point. You're the backside guard or tackle. You got an inside zone play. You got a guy right head on with you. Right head on with you. All right? All right, now, the ideal way to block them is to move it and drive straight ahead. Don't use this arm. But if the guy's going to pinch a lot, now you want to block him on the... My point is, here's where you're going to get the most power. You're the backside guard. He moves it. He used that shoulder and forearm. Now, you may end up walling him if he hangs behind you. But I got to get a little position. I'm stronger there. If you thought he was going to pinch, you'd have to drop and block him on the angle. Because he pinched too fast. Okay? So this is... I'm the back guard or back tackle blocking a guy head up with me on an inside zone play. Don't use your front side arm. They're going to try to grab that shoulder. Everything is pump, body control, balance. Okay? There you go again. I'm the backside guard or tackle versus that, whatever. All right, now, for example, it might look like this. See, he's trying to stay square with him. It ends up almost a drive block, but you see how he moves that foot? This second step probably should go a little stronger, but he's not using a big rip on it. All right, now, if you've got a guy, though, that's got the threat of a pinch, or let's say he's a flex guy, you know that fucker's going to pinch inside. Now, this is probably the soundest way to block. All right, you block him on the angle on the backside. I call this a pry block. You put your backside shoulder into it. It's like a tight rip. Watch it. I don't like to call it a rip, because a rip, you cross way up. It's just don't use your backside arm, block him on the angle. Block him on the angle. All right, because the ball carrier is going over here. Second step down. Right guard. Ball's going off tackle left. See how I open my hips? So if there's any penetration, I can cut it off. But I got to be strong on the second step. Don't let him grab that thing. Tight. Okay, now here's the left tackle. Pretty good athlete right here. Boom. If he's too square on him, he'll grab him. If he's going to pinch, he'll never cut him off or have a chance to cut him off. So he loses ground, gets the second step on the ground now. If he pinches hard, catch him with a third step. Hit your second duck demeanor. Okay? Any questions on that? Let's watch that right here. So it's not a big rip, it's not a move and pop, it's a tight pry. Right here. We're trying to get it. This is a wider play now, a wider play. He can turn a little more. See him pry? See that tight pry? Here's why. Watch this right guard. See this right here? See this guy go? When this guy's going like a bitch, and he's really flying, you need to turn him out. But see the back? The back's got to stretch a little more. He didn't help the guard. All right, now watch this. This is interesting stuff here. All right? I've never really tried much of this, but this is good shit. I might try some of it. All right? You're seeing somebody that's going to slam, or you can move faster laterally and gain up more ground. Now, you want to cut off a guy on the backside. Watch it. See him kind of scoot down the line laterally? All right, now, you're the backside tackle. You got a four technique, and that son of a bitch is going to pinch hard. And maybe you're running an outside play. Now you can take a deeper drop step and cross over farther. You're actually ripping rather than prying, all right? Okay, let's watch. Backside left tackle. He's dropping deeper, and see him cross over farther? It's a wider angle, not as tight. Same guy. See him cross over further? Same thing. All right, now, a drill though, when you're ripping guys on the backside or prying them, what happens is, when you get like that, the defensive guy pushes on your shoulder. So you need to coach them a drill to fight the flat. They're trying to flatten you out. You're not as strong. So what you need to do is actually have them push on your shoulder. Watch this here, this drill. You see them push on you? So you can fight that. Boom. You isolate that thing, all right? All right, so this say was the right tackle, and he was cutting off on that angle, all right? To be strong so they don't flatten you out. All right, the quick wall block is kind of a jump turn. Watch the left guard. He's got the position. He steps with his inside foot, and he just turns him. All right, backside guard on the ISO draw. We run an ISO draw where we double the nose guard. Got a 3 technique. If I fire out as hard as I can to block him, he'll come around the block and make the play. So I want to step hard with my inside foot like pass blocking and take my right arm and get it up underneath his pad and throw him out. See that? Bang. If he goes in, then I got to replace my head. Okay, now, when we coach the backside blocks where, let's say this is the backside guard and that's the nose, and I want to chop him, and the guard go through, we tell him to drop step this foot, pull and pivot. Watch the pivot. So I'm going further. The pivoting gets everything moving. All right? Watch this guy. Sometimes when you don't pivot off the foot, that foot's mired in the ground. So you lose ground to cut off the guy one full step removed. Right guard, chopping the nose. Watch the pivot. Watch the drop step. You're opening your hips so you can get through. Anthony, he widened his base. A little more parallel there. All right, now look at lost ground. Could have he pivoted a little bit, like boom, right down the line. That's the way to cut off that 3 technique. End of tape. Okay, now we're going to talk about zone footwork. Right now, the way we run our zone play is we want the back to, just like the Bengals do, to chase the inside leg of the tackle, all right? But we want that guard to keep going and going and going and widen that backward in the 3-4 defense. We don't want to square up on him unless he squares up on us. We want to make a move, right? So inside zone footwork, right now. So the proper, on our inside belly play, we call it a 4 or 5 hole play. At Bengals, we call it 6 and 7. Here's the proper angle that we teach for the center and guard versus linebackers on an inside zone play, right? So watch the left guard. He's going to block that backer. He's going to take that angle to get to him, all right? See him move? When that back moves and that guard moves, it makes him move. If we squared up on him, he's got a 2. Now, he might come off and make an arm tackle. We don't care. We widen him one more step. All right, watch the left guard here now. Watch the angle he takes. Now, he's a little tighter, so he won't go as far. But watch his angle. See him move? See where he's trying to get the head? In fact, we want the head even a little further because he's trying to leverage that gap. He loses ground. He gets a second step on the ground. He should run right over to there. Watch this right guard here now. That linebacker is tighter. Watch where he puts his head. See it? See that? We want that back to be able to run that hole. And if he cuts back, that guy will move one more step. A lot of people teach that guard to square up. Watch his back. He'll take that hole. If he doesn't read anything out there. Okay. All right, now one-handed read. Now what this stuff is, on our inside zone play, when we zone block, we don't look at the down lineman, we feel the down lineman. So if we're uncovered on our inside zone play, the uncovered guy will stick one hand out to feel the next guy, but he'll look at the backer, and he'll stick one hand out if there's nothing to hit. If the guy next to him is too far away to put 2 hands on. You'll see what I'm talking about. One-handed read. All right, now, this is the right guard. That's a 50 tackle, or end. There's a linebacker. This is how we train the one-handed read. See him put one hand out, but he stay on that angle. Keep staying on that angle. This is the right guard. That's a defensive tackle or end. All right? The offensive tackle's over here blocking that guy. There's your one-handed read. All right? All right, right here, okay? One hand, keep moving. There's the head position. All right, watch the center. One-handed read. So he doesn't have to look at this guy. He can feel this guy. But stay on this angle. Make him move. Don't even do that. Keep moving. He'll move one more step. You keep moving, he'll keep moving. All right, now watch, this is way back. Look at me, all right? This is like a tackle versus a 7 technique. One hand on the down lineman. Keep moving. There it is. But see what he wants to do? Don't do that. Keep going. See, you see what I mean? Stay on the angle. He's going to move. All right, so now this is Panther party, all right? This is the left guard. I'm teaching a one-handed read 2 weeks ago. I'm feeling that next guy. All right, let's go a little bit further here now, okay? All right, let's look at a one-handed read here. All right? Center. See the one-handed read? There's nothing to hit. So he just sticks one hand out. All right, now, when do you stick one hand out and then go to two? You stick one hand out and go to two when the linebacker flows and you know you got to double the down guy. All right? All right? So watch the left guard. We're going to the left. He'll stick one hand out here because the guy's too far away to put two hands up. See him stick one hand? Now watch the backer move. Now he'll go to two hands. Whether he gets right or wrong, he's going from one to two hands. Play didn't work, but now watch this drill now. One hand, watch this guy. One hand, but he flows. Now two hands. Or bury your head, or whatever you want. One to two-handed read. Backer starts to flow, now double the down guy. Okay? All right, now let's watch over here. One to two-handed read. He could go two hands out because he's over. But he's 1, 2. All right, two-handed read now, okay? All right, now, the guy's slightly inside, so there's more to hit. So now you put two hands on the guy as you're looking at the backer. All right, watch the backside guard. There's something to hit now. See it? So put two hands on him, but look at the backer. See it? Play the right guard. Second step. Pretty good by this guy. Second step. All right, tough read, all right? Now what this guy's here, but you know he's going to flow. You don't have to put one hand, you don't have to put two hands, now just bury your head. You know this guy's deep enough that he's always going to scrape. You don't have to do one hand, you don't have, now just bury your head into the guy. Watch over here. Watch what the center does. You see him? He's assuming that guy's going to run. Watch the center again. He buried the head right now. Center going left. See it? He went a little too far. Okay? Backside guard angle on the inside zone play. Watch him stick one hand out and go. Watch him move. He's blocking him on the angle. Look at the angle. All right, wide lateral zone footwork, right? All right, now watch this. This is Miami versus New England. Watch the nose guard skin. They're trying to do a zone block here. Whatever he did, he just skinned around it. He split it, which will happen to all of us. All this nose has got to do is go straight the fuck ahead or do a runaround. If you're zone blocking and not man blocking. But you want a zone block for whatever reason. He slammed in one place, doing this the next, right? So see that? He got split. All right, now this is lateral zone footwork, right? All right, we played Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh pinched these guys so far, whatever. This guy could have never cut him off. Watch what this guard does. See how he kind of goes sideways? When he goes sideways or something's fishy, he can work for this guy and then come back and help this guy. Boom! See his body position? So you don't have to get going north. Backside guard again. See him go sideways? Now nothing happened. So he still blocked the backer. So you're seeing the big slants. You're seeing a nose guard that's skinning. Backside guard again. Backside guard again. We just did it against Pittsburgh because they had those big slants. All right, now watch this. This is Mississippi University. Left tackle, his man is inside. So he probably felt uncomfortable going real hard on this. Watch him move laterally. So now another situation. My backer might be inside. He's kind of scooting sideways. Watch this guy. He moves sideways. Watch the center here. We were worried about some three-man center getting picked, so we actually skated the center sideways a little bit this game. I don't know how it worked, but there's an example. Maybe sometime you feel that you want to do that. You never caught him, really. You'll see this one here. Watch this one. That was a dead play. But we were running some three-man zone blocks. You know how we're talking? He's working with him, but I wanted the center to be able to get over here because he didn't have this guy's going further. So the center had a bigger, I felt the center could gain more ground going laterally. Watch it. See him go sideways? And he came. Even though we fucked up the hand. Just picture that here. So I'm not so sure when you run a three-man zone with the guard tackle, skate the center. See, the guy's not going to help it. All right, now here's another reason. We didn't do it, but picture if this guy would have gone laterally. Same thing would have happened. See how he came back and helped that guy? See how this guy came back and helped him? Watch this guard right here, backside guard. There it is. See how his body presence or his hand? See the hand? No, I think you got a pretty good gain here. Watch it here. He actually chopped the guy. Lateral. Okay, we'll take a break up. All right, we're running the outside zone play, all right? What do we do with the front side guard on the outside zone? We put this guy on the trap, and we overlap. And here's what I tell this guard here. You get depth and get behind that tackle and fix yourself in there, but don't push your tackle off. Don't get in here tight and get behind him. That's the way we run our outside zone play. And what I'm saying to you, if he pitches, they zone it. If they don't, then this guy's behind him pushing rather than pushing him. The big bitch that tackles have, you push them from the side, you push them right off the block. Now, I'm not talking about the inside zone play where we're going on that end. I'm talking about the outside zone play.
Would he ever go around the tackle because of the lock?
He might go all the way around. And we don't care if the tackle doesn't even get off on the backer. If the backer flows, the tackler might push him by and the ball goes.
Frontside tacklers using a
Track. One hand. Remember, foot to crotch, lifting action. Don't use your right arm.
use a flip.
Don't use the flipper because you get mired in the block. Use the flipper on the inside zone. All right?
Coach, would you consider that a two-handed read by the guard all the time?
No such animal. It's an overlap. It's a pull like hell to get him. You're up. Now, if the back doesn't run the stretch course, it don't work for shit.
And run through linebacker, you don't get a shit.
No, well, you might come back and, well, I'm saying, as I pull and I come back, I got my eyes on him. Good. My eyes roll, I never look at the down line. But that's a hard block to try to coach because most of the time these guys push these guys off. You got to get behind them. All right, now here's what we would do on the backside guard versus a bubble ball. Because the ball's going on here. Now we'd actually chop them. You know how like we saw that thing a little earlier. Whatever. Okay, let's just see when this is done here. Okay, we'll take a break. Just short break, 5 minutes, because we've got another hour or something to go. And they gotta, yeah, I'm not on tape, am I? Not yet. Here we go. We're going now. We got no. Okay. All right. Now these are finished drills. Blah blah blah. Okay. So, whatever. Helmet adjustment. Stop all. All right. General rule of thumb. Anytime a guy penetrates, put your helmet in front of him. All right. Head across the bow. So let's say he's trapping or whatever he's doing. All right. The penetration here is upfield penetration. Okay. So the penetration he's trying to stop is the penetration when the guy comes up, right? Like that. And then you can twist him with your forearm or push him with your hand, right? So even when we trap, we put the head in front. Even though we put the head up here, we put the head in front. Stop all penetration. Reset head position, right? Don't shrink the hole, right? Now watch this. Here's what happens, right? You're blocking a guy, right? and the guy grabs that shoulder, all right, like that. He squares you, and he's out here though. You got to grip that arm back and reset your head position. See what he did? See how he ripped that thing off, and then he reset his head position. Okay? So this is the left guard. See how that guy ripped? You got to get your outside arm back and reset your head position. This is a drill. Defensive guys grab your outside shoulder or lock it out. You've got to now regain your head position or you shrink the hole. Any questions on that? Okay? In fact, I got a better picture that I'm going to put that on here real quick here now. I'll give you a more realistic picture on that thing. Most of this is on the inside of the outside zone play. Okay? And 8 plus reset head. 00346. Okay? Okay. I want you here. Picture this. This is the left guard. He's got an outside head, and the defensive guy is the left guard. You see how he pulls that down, tries to swim over the top? You got to reset your head by pulling that outside arm back and going to a tight prod, okay? Or there's no hole. See it? You lost your head. You got to go get it again. All right, well, watch this. Watch what he did here now. He took his outside arm and he trapped it down. You see him knife it down? It's another way to regain the head position. Okay? This guy's going right. The guy grabs him. See him rip the arm off and reset your head. If you don't, the back has to cut back too soon. You know, you're trying to put your head outside on a zone play. The ball has to cut back too soon because you lose your head position. Okay? Boom. All right? Another way to do it. Okay? Questions on that thing? Don't lose your head position, all right? Unless the guy just goes way the hell down the line of scrimmage, all right? Now we'll put this on again here, all right? All right, we covered that. Reset. All right, now watch the center here. Miami Dolphins center. You see him lose his head position? Now whether he ripped the arm back or not, watch the center. See him reset the head? If you don't do that, you're going to shrink the hole. And it fucks up the running back because they cut back too soon. I don't know what I did with that thing. I don't think I lost it. Okay? Watch the center now. He's been taught to don't lose that head position. Drill it. Okay, watch. This is University of Mississippi. Watch the left guard in the center. Watch the left guard come off on the backer. Watch him keep the head position. Watch the center get in the one technique. See him lose the head? See him pull. Watch the center pull his left arm off. Right now. Okay, now, another way, all right? Say I'm the right guard, and I'm blocking a guy on a run, and the guy locks me out. This is the right guard, and I lose my head position. You don't have to do that with your inside arm, but you can do that with your outside arm. We saw that a little earlier on that earlier little thing I did. I lost the thing, Bob. I don't know where the hell Bob is. All right, now this is just a finish drill. Not a good example of it, but we used to isolate feet, drive, feet, drive, finish. Just finish the block. You know, just a little drill to stay on it. Okay. Like feet, drive, finish. All right, now this is good shit. Here, dip and get another bite, leverage, right? Now, you know how like you're blocking, you get too high. Well, you lost. You got to get back down. You got to actually hop back and dip and get another bite. Watch this drill. All right? The blocker is the guy with the hat on. He's too high. The blocker is the guy with the hat on. He's too high. He's got to dip and get another bite. All right? So we're trying to train the blocker. When you get too high, you have to lose on the ground. See him hop back? Watch this stuff. Okay, there it is. There it is. All right, now watch this. Is there anybody from Cincinnati here? The head coach in Jersey? This is Jason Fabini at the Senior Bowl, and I got the Senior Bowl fucking individual one-on-one running tapes I'm watching. Now you watch right there. What did he do? Replaced his head. He dipped and got another bite. All right, now watch. Same example on this sled. All right, you're blocking the sled. You get a little high. Dip and get another bite. Dip and get another bite. There it is. There it is again. Okay, now. You're blocking a guy. Just at the finish of the block, the guy shoots inside to make the tackle. You know, like I think Pat Morris had that drill on today. So you're driving a guy, driving. The ball goes inside, he comes off. Isolate that phase of the block, which means you got to drop your inside or your outside foot to fit. What I'm saying to you, this is the drill. We say feet, drive. I say tackle. The defensive man tries to come off and make the tackle. All right, watch the type. I don't have a picture of the drill, but I got a picture of the situation. This again, left tackle for Texas A&M. Watch him go out and drive the guy. See him drive. Now watch the guy. I wish I knew where that little dip is. Here it is, right here. Watch this guy here. This is a guy named Ruman. Chris Ruman right here. Steve Marshall coach. So he's blocking this guy. All right, now this guy right now comes back in to make the tackle. See that adjustment? Watch it. Isolate that drill. And he's kind of got a grab on him and a hold on him. And that's what you should practice, that shit. Because that's what fucking happens to the guy when he's in the middle of the block. Don't just run the boards down. Guy hit a fucking bag on the board for 10 yards, the drill's over. Do what happens in the game, all right? All right, watch this right guard. I'll give you an example of whether he did a good or a bad job on it. Right? He's blocking the guy, blocking it. You see the guy come, see this guy come off? Just isolating that part of it. Watch the left guard. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, see that? Watch the guy come off the block. See him? Adjust. Watch him here. Watch the left guard adjust to the inside recovery. Right there. Got a strong inside arm. Okay? Watch this right tackle. Same thing, really. Here. Oh, see? Whatever he did. All right? Now, twist him. Here's what twisting him is. Twisting him is the guy's really flowing like hell. You're trying to get your head position. He's almost running down the line. Use his momentum and turn him. The ball will cut back. Don't turn him too soon, though, because you'll turn him right into the play. So why would you twist a guy? Okay, I'll show you why. All right, this is the 49ers. Watch this nose guard here. Now, we're running a zone play over here, like an off tackle, tight off tackle. See that nose move? See him right there? Now throw it. Throw it. When you know that son of a bitch is going like hell, all right? If you know the ball's coming behind, because if you don't, see that? But there's that same drill. You see how, watch that center recover that. Boom. He stopped and started on a dime. But he could have thrown him. Now let me show you somebody throw a guy. Now you really got to squint here. Now here's where you would twist them, all right? But watch this center here. It's hard to see. This is Colorado Cup. Watch the center here. Boom. He's twerking the guy. But you have to know that ball's more kind of coming behind you. Use his momentum to twist him. All right? All right, now you can do the same thing on the watch the left tackle. Twist him out. The left guard is almost doing that. Right guard should take a proper angle to get that guy. He got grabbed there. All right, watch this right guard, right tackle. He's kind of twisted. Watch the center. There would be an example where you could just twist the guy because the ball's coming right behind you. All right, watch on a double team. When the guy comes in on a double team, watch this right guard. You can twist him there. See, he's not only blocking him, he's torquing him. All right, watch the right tackle. Sometimes the guy, just the way you hit him, you can twist him. All right, now, when would we wall a guy on the stretch play? All right, you see this guy right here? We're trying to track him, and he ends up inside of us. Now you've got to go to a wall block. We're trying to stay on that track. Watch the right tackle. You see him, he's trying to do that track block. Foot to crotch, don't use your outside arm. The guy hangs up inside you. Now you got to wall him, or you'll lose him. Outside head, reverse hip. What we teach on any time we're pulling to the outside or pulling in space, we want to put the head across and reverse hip. Cross shoulder, even on a screen to the outside. Or this type of play. Stop ball penetration with outside head, inside leg break. Watch this interesting little thing on the goal line. I just picked this out. This is Joe Panos, Washington Redskins. Guy's burying us. Watch him. He just comes over the top, traps him down. Okay? Take 6. All right, now we're going to do some combination blocks, all right? Again, if you just pick up 1 or 2 points, you got your money's worth. Food for thought. All right, now this first thing we call is a wedge block, all right? Now a wedge block is what we use, I'll rewind this thing here. Zone. What I'm saying is, you're going to run an inside zone play, but it's a tight inside. There's a zone play where you can run here, or one you're running right up in here tight, right? These two guys block these two, we call it a wedge. We're trying to blunt this guy. What do I mean by blunt this guy? We're not trying to exchange it. If he pinches, we're trying to double him because the back's not going to bounce it out here. You're committed to going right up the middle, right? So that's what's called a wedge. See how the tackle's got either inside head, whether he steps with the inside foot, the outside foot, and they're trying to make the hole right up the middle. So we would use this on a 12 rather than on a 4-hole play. You with me? He'd go outside head, one-hander. This is a tighter inside zone play, like a fullback belly over the guard, a tight one. You with me? If I lost anybody. We call that a wedge, right? Like, for example, these two guys on those two, the ball's running real tight off the nose. So these two guys are running, it looks like M, but it's just a wedge. You understand what I mean? We're not trying to zone way over here. Like going to the left here. We're reading the nose guard tight. So he takes a little step out, and we're wedging if they pinch. Now if we called wedge, you'd have to call stick. All right, here's a wedge. Boom. You see that? Because it's a tighter play. We want to stop the penetrator.
You'll let that inside backer run before that?
Yes. We're going to let him run. This guy's got to slant real hard for him to come off. So what I'm saying, we're running kind of up the gut here rather than so we're talking about 3 types of zones. One kind of up here, one off tackle, and one stretch. This is kind of up the middle. I'm trying to give you the combination blocks a guard and tackle would use when they're uncovered. All right, watch this here. This is a wedge now. We're running 12. Boom, see it? Now this tackle comes off late. But, see where we're running? Everybody said you couldn't do this against New England a couple years ago because they two-gapped the shit out of you. But we ran right at the teeth. Now, if we ran a 4-hole play, this guard would go farther. He'd put 2 hands out. This guy would, in the back, would bounce her up. We're saying run the ball in between the center and guard. That's a wedge. Now, we're going off tackle. We're running the inside leg of the tackle. All right? So you go through all that one-handed, tackle outside head, one-handed read, aiming points inside leg of the tackle. One-handed read, right? Same thing here. One-handed read, drop step, stay on the angle. Left guard, one-handed read, combo rather than wedge. All right, let's watch it here. We saw it earlier. Now we're running 5-hole, combo.
Tough technique by left tackle.
Tough technique by the left tackle. Could have got more of them. That's Sarge. Second step down. All right, watch here. One-handed read. See the left guard? See one hand? Combo. He went 1 to 2. Ball bent back. All right, watch over here. Combo. Boom. Block them square, right? Inside flipper. On the 12, though, the wedge, we run right up here, right? But on the 4-hole, we run over here. All right, outside zone play, we call that a C block. The one where the tackle uses the track and the guard overlaps, right? That question you had for me before, right? All right, now watch the guard, the tackle here, outside zone. Watch the guard overlap. Tackle's on that track block. Don't push him from the side. Watch over here. The back didn't get good head position, but watch the left guard get behind him. Don't push him off the block. Here's a good one here. Watch these two. See him behind him? There's the track block. Everybody clear the track? All right, watch this. This is a good one. Watch the right guard right. Watch the guard get behind him. See him behind him? All right, now, double teams between the guard and tackle. Got it, gap it. When we're going to double team the 3 technique to Mike, we call it a got it. When we're going to double team way back, we call it gap it. So they know who they're doing it for. Okay? And we do that on our powers and so forth, right? All right, so here's how we train it, right? This guy comes down and sticks his hat right there. We'd like to make this guy go out almost and run the ball right up the middle. But there's the flipper blow. So we're double teaming, all right? These are just drills to teach the basic footwork and who we're looking for, etc., right? Well, let's look at some of them here now. All right? Right guard and right tackle, all right? If we did it for that guy, got it. Gap it for this guy. Little gap step, second step on the ground. Look where we have him put his hat. See that? Because a lot of times this guy runs out. Watch this here. Watch where this guy puts his hat on the double team. Underneath it. If we can blow him down the hole, fine. But any out movement, we twist him back out, the hole's right underneath it. Of course, here's a dog, and the guard came off. Okay? Now here's one right here. We're double teaming for Mike here. We don't even come off on the backer. Watch this, right guard and right tackle. Got it for Mike. This is the lead draw play. Watch the middle backer get nosy. Fullback's got Sam. Front side center guard combos. All right, we're double teaming the nose guard on our lead draw. If we got a 0 nose guard, The nose guard is so far away from them, if the guard blocked down on an angle, they'd split them. So we send the guard over sideways. But when we send them over sideways, we gain ground into the line of scrimmage. So this is the right guard. Watch it as he's going laterally with that post step, but he's going forward. And he can use his hands here. He's double teaming the nose guard. This is the left guard. See him move the inside foot over, but go forward. He should really be using the hands. What I'm saying to you is, if he just blocked down now, they block against each other. But because the guy's one full man away, we go sideways, but upfield and sideways. All right, right guard. See him kind of go sideways. He's gaining some ground. All right, now, when we got a tilted nose or a shaded nose guard, now we just come off the ball. You remember like that lunge? Shoulder to shoulder, boulder to boulder. See his little drop step? He'll come off that front foot but upper body first. The nose is so damn tilted that you don't have to step over and up. You can just uncoil and lunge off that inside foot. Get on the ball. Cut your split. It might be a slight step over and up, but I actually kind of teach them to uncoil. Okay? For example, this is a left guard. There's a tilted nose who's probably a little too far in the gap. I mean, it's a nose guard. Uncoil. All right, watch the right guard center. Now he stepped a little more, but you see how he's fairly square? Shoulder to shoulder. There's that technique on that backside iso draw. Right here. Shaded nose. He's kind of doing it. I'm telling you, don't fucking block down and turn your shoulders. Square. All right, inside zone versus an even defense, right? This is the right guard. That's the center. We got an inside zone play. So he blocks him square around the angle. He does a one-handed read. Same shit. One to two-handed read. Stay on the angle. One-handed read. All right, center going left. One-handed read. All right, so we're practicing the drill here. He went to two hands here because he was shaded. Okay, we've seen all this shit here. All right, now let's look at it. Center. Use the one-handed read here. Then he's trying to get to two. Centering guard. Center, wait, takes that step, second step on the ground. Center and left. Now the guy's over here. Now he can bury his head. Center and left. See the center bury his head because the guy's already over there? Center and left guard. See the step? Always 1, 2. 1, 2. There's the flipper. See the right flipper? I buried my head now. Backer was deep. Center and left guard, zone blocking. Right guard and right tackle, zone blocking. Run to the 1. You'll get more movement than you do run to the 3. Center and left guard. He'll bury his head now. He's in a 1, he's deep. All right, here is Steve Marshall doing the same thing at Texas A&M. Left guard, little step, inside flipper, center buried his head. But the center's aware now that that guy could come off. Boom, and he did. Same thing. Center and left guard. All right, angled stick. When the guy, the center guard, got a blocker over here, now the center can immediately bury his head because he's over here. Now watch the footwork. Same footwork. Pick it up, foot down, foot to crotch, flipper. Don't come off on the backer till you get to the backer's depth. Don't come off on the backer till you get to the backer's depth. That's an angle call. Angle, the guy's on the angle. Center can bury his head. Stick the tilt. All right? We had a hell of a time with this. Sometimes we see a tilted nose guard, but the guy, these two guys got her there. We tell the center to block him alone, and we tell this guy to step off this foot or drop that one slightly and rip the shoulder. Now watch the center and left guard. We don't want this guard to knock him off. It isn't like the double on this guy on the ISO. This is a zone play. He's going to move further. Center and left guard. Center and left guard. Center, get all of them. Right, left guard, just pry him. There it is. Perfect. That's a pry. Center got all of them. Right, this is a Philly, and I don't think you need to do this anymore. I was an advocate of this. You want this guy to zone block with him, but you got a tilted nose. So you still keep kind of a zone concept on, but you put this hand out, so you can do the best of both worlds. Are you with me? He's coming over here, but he wants to help him. You're going to get just as much out of stepping him at this guy. Because when you step, what people are worried about is that this guy will come here and he'll fall over the top, or that the center can't block him. But when you take one step inside, he'll fill. What you want to do, you want this guy to stay out here, okay? And when he's tilted, sometimes he falls back over the top. So you'll get just as much out of it if you just took a little step at him first. But here's where we tried to hit him but stay on the angle. We call this filling, because we used it against Philadelphia. Then here's Bob Wiley doing it. It's kind of a half-ass stack, you know, where he steps and hits. You'll get just as much out of this now if he does this and he steps and flips. Well, see this, watch this guy turn here now. He doesn't have to turn anymore. He can just pick this up and go after it. But it's the same thing. You two are kind of zoning those two, but you want to stay on the angle. That's well done. My point is, you get the same out of just picking that foot up and going forward rather than turning the shoulder. And here is Texas A&M doing the same thing. So Steve must have copied this from Bob or invented himself or whatever, because they're doing a Philly. And they score a touchdown. Okay, outside zone versus even defense, right? I'm the center and guard, right? All right, now you got to do the same thing. This guy's got to run the track block and he's got to overtake him. But since the center's got to snap the ball, he's got to really come down the line, right? This is a hard block. You're better off sending the center straight through. But I'm saying if you ever work those two guys together, for whatever reason, the center's got to really lose ground and go like hell. All right, for example, right there. Outside zone. Center was afraid. Now you can pull the center around. That's an S. It's a wider stick. We don't overlap the tackle. Somebody asked me that on the outside zone. We just push. Keep pushing. All right, M blocking. M blocking, you'll be better off if you can on the outside zone play to send the center right through. All right, tackle and tight end combination blocks. I don't have a lot of these, but here's how we would block the outside zone between the tackle and tight end. The stretch play. He'd just take a drop step and stay on the angle. He doesn't have to pull and overlap because he's at the point. See the center and guard overlap here? Backside center guard combos. Lead them, right? The center and the off guard are working together on the inside zone. Remember the same thing. This is a back guard. Inside's one-handed read. Remember? One hand. All right? Two-handed read. Something to hit. Off tackle left. Two-handed read. All right? Watch it. Two hands. Looking at the back. All right? All right? Backer's deep. Something to hit. He'll bury his nose in right now. He knows he's going to go. Same thing here. All right? 1, 2, all that stuff right there. All right, now let's take a look at it now. All right? Backside guard. He's got a one-handed read right there. Two-handed. All right? Same thing here. On the backside guard, there's a nose guard. He's shaded. Two hands, looking at the backer. Watch this. Two-handed read. I'm not sure what he's going to do, but there's something to hit. Watch it. Two hands. Two hands. He's looking at it. Tough lead though. Now we know damn well he's going to spray. Bury your head in. Bury your head in. Right here. He buried his head. I don't know how he knew it. He just did. He buried it. He didn't go two hands looking. He just said, fuck it, I'm going to stick my head in there. Backside guard. Deep backer. Shaded nose. Buried his head in. Didn't use one hand. Didn't use two hands. Didn't skate sideways. Got movement. Okay? Center and offside guard, chopping the nose. Chopping the nose. Whatever, okay? Whatever, okay? Center kind of rips, guard kind of chops. I don't like this block. This backside guard doesn't get this a lot, but center and left guard. All right, ISO draw. The center and the backside guard double team a one to the will. We call that a gig. Backside guard tackle gombo. Bounce. All right, we're running a zone play to the right, but this guy's head up. Two technique. He's a linebacker over. One-handed read. I don't know what he's going to do. One-handed read. All right, right here. Watch him put one hand up. Not two, because he's kind of hanging back. See him put one hand? All right, two-handed read, though. All right, he's shaded. I think he's shaded. Two hands, I look at him. Tight pride. Two hands again. Okay? Backside guard and tackle. All right, now watch it right here. Back guard and tackle. Now he's going to stick his head in because he's moved over. Stay on the angle. Movement on the three. Right here, right guard and right. He takes the perfect angle to block him. Two hands. Right here, right guard and right tackle. Second step on the ground. Don't use your inside arm. Right here, right guard and right tackle. Left guard and left tackle. Okay, and so on and so forth. Okay. Outside zone play. Back guard and back tackle. Everybody in the world does this. This guy chops, he goes. Denver puts their hand on that guy to set him up. Back here, going this away here. Okay, here's Green Bay doing it, but it's a delayed play, in and out, so they're doing it, and watch this guy go laterally. They're kind of going sideways because this backer's being held. So he don't just go right now, he helps that guy. Here it is again. Watch these two guys slow it down a little bit because the back slowed it down a little bit. Okay, got some tactical type of this. We've got to go to the next thing real quick. Okay, let's go to a little pass pro now. Okay. All right, now, on this stance thing, when we do pass blocking now, I do the same thing. I go over the whole thing again, stance, butt shift, blah, 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 so we can see the whole demeanor and everything means the stuff, right? But I want to show you something here with this demeanor thing, all right? 1937-19 here. All right, now, the demeanor on pass pro, as far as what you guys know, the knees are bent, the hands are up, same thing with the demeanor stuff, etc. Okay? Now let me give you something here. Okay. We're going to get some pass pro things here. All right, now, Watch this. Now you can take this demeanor thing, okay, and do a kick step, and then come back in. So, you know, still you're working out, you're working in, whatever you're doing there, okay? You're not just going forward and backwards, all right? All right, now, quick set. These are just the very basics. I mean, you're starting junior high fucking football. How quick can you get set? This is the first thing when I had Anthony Munoz come and coach, and how did I even coach him to do this? He said, the first thing he says, I said real quick. He practiced something I never even coached him. I mean, we didn't do a drill like this. So I said, fuck it. And here's a guy who coached 13 years showing me something I never even coached. How quick can you get set? Bang. Okay? Quick set. Boom. Whether you move your feet or not. Just that drill. And knock the guy's hand. How quick can you set? Okay? All right? Listen. Boom. Out of your stance. Boom. Sean Lowe. All right, keep hands moving. Just general stuff. When you're moving, keep your hands moving like a boxer. You know, boom, boom, whatever. All right? All right, why a target? All right, now watch the left guard. I mean, he might have done this and might have done that, but he lost his target. Watch it. Boom. See the guy head breaker? He had no target. He could have said he didn't do this, do that. Fuck, he had no eye contact. All right? All right, watch the right tackle. No target. See the target? He watched the head. Didn't watch the target. The inside half of the guy. Okay? Now here's a target. Better target. He's got the inside half. The inside shoulder. He had a little better target. So you got to keep your target, all right? All right? How do you do a target, all right? Now. No, it's your eyes. Your hands are going to strike what you get hit. All right, here's how we train the target. This is 1980. I made him get big eyes on my finger. And I made him move, and I gave him a head fake. Don't watch my head. I'm training the eyes with a target drill, all right? Now, we don't quite move our feet like that anymore, but this is just training the eyes to keep big eyes, you know, like a frog. You know, big fucking eyes. All right, now, here's me doing it here at the Panthers 15 years later. Watch the target. All right, get a little closer. Just glue into big eyes. See, you see the guys say, I got to have big eyes? Watch him there. Watch him, big eyes. So, we're just training the target. That's the finger. And he's going to make a move. All right, he's going to give him a head fake. You have to train the eyes. This is just like the demeanor drill. It's an important drill as you can have. Train the eyes. All right? All right? All right? All right, whatever. Okay? All right? All right, now. We got that drill. Fuck, we do it over and over. All right, now, what does it look like? Big eyes. This guy comes off the ball. He can boom. Fucking eyes are open now. The way you get big eyes is tighten the neck. Pull your neck like you're benching. That'll open the eyes. Tighten the neck. Okay? Now, you apply the target. Boom. All right, now where is the target? We say the target is the inside crease of the shoulder. If you want an inside target. That's what we use. Don't get beat inside. There's our target. All right? Boom. All right, now, there's the target. Inside target. Okay, I got to move quickly. Got a lot to cover, right? Now he's applying the target, right? All right, the target is the inside sleeve. Boom, there it goes. So we got a target. We got all that shit. You know, we do this drill fucking 100 times here. Target. Train the eyes. Boom. All right, just not worry about the. All right, end of the tape, right? So we got the target working for us there. Hands are up, high hands. Eye contact. Training the eyes as much as the demeanor. Okay, now outside sets, right? When we set outside, the kick step, right? The ankle and knee go ahead of the hip, right? Now this is a left guard, a left tackle, a center. When we kick step, the ankle and knee go ahead of the hip. Take a look at it now. That's how it lands. Ankle and knee ahead of hip. When you set, the feet should always set twice. Now take a good look at this now, okay? Watch. 1, 2. Just pick it up, put it down so you're not dead-legged. 1, 2. 1, 2. That's the left guard sitting on a 3. 1, 2. Okay, now, here it is here. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay? Boom, we got it. All right, now, here's at the Bengals, right? Now, he took a little bigger kick step. But then the guy's wider. 1, 2. Ankle and knee